I think we are live.
I think we are too. Twitch decided to reload to the homepage for me for some reason, though.
Yep, we are live. I have heard myself. Hello, everybody. We are Team Bonus Section, and today we are going to be playing the game Glitter Hearts for my birthday. Yay!
Happy birthday!
Yay, happy birthday!
For some reason decided, okay.
Take two.
So, what was I saying? Okay. For those that don't know who are watching, Glitter Hearts is a magical girl team RPG that is used by Powered by the Apocalypse system. Topher actually got me the book, and I knew I had to run it because I have been a magical girl anime person for many years. Very much a Sailor
Years, yes.
very much a Sailor Moon fan since the early days. And all these beautiful people were willing to play it with me. So, how about everybody go around, introduce who you are and who you are playing real quick, and then we will jump on in.
Let's see. I'm Hewitt or Miro here on Team Bonus Action. I'm going to be playing Boomer Gribble, Warrior Taurus.
Hi, everybody. I'm Stark, or Stark Does Arts on everything. And I am Dartisha Malcolm, and I am Zodiac Warrior Sagittarius.
Juniper.
Hi everyone. My name is Emily Erie. I will be playing Juniper Jones today, the Warrior Capricorn.
Hello, I am FrekiVI, aka CV, and I'm going to be playing Paloma Powers, Warrior Pisces.
Bar owner. Today I'll be playing Tsukiko, also known as Gemini Warrior, or Warrior Gemini.
Hey, I go by Topher, also Zeta. I'm also Great Flower on Twitch. And today I'm going to be playing a Vivian Valentine or Warrior Virgo in this tier game.
Alrighty. And because I forgot to say it earlier, I am also known as Frey on Team Bonus Action. I play Arvex, I play Tum Tums, I play several other characters. And again, this is my first time being a GM besides when I ran Critter Showdown, but I made that myself, so that's a lot easier than a game someone else made. So, and as everyone said, they all are known as a warrior. This is going to be known as Zodiac Prophecy, and they are all known as the Zodiac Warriors. So, you get my document open here. And if everyone's ready, we will jump in. Now, Fairdale is a normal, simple town. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's not particularly exciting, but not so boring that anyone is itching to always get away. Some of you have grown up here, some of you moved in later on, but you've all been friends for at least a year, if not more. About 6 months ago, you came across a cave while on an environmental science field trip just outside of town. There was a woman there encased in a crystal. When you touched it, she was released. And when that happened, you felt yourself swept over with a strange power. Inside was a woman named Zoion. And Zoion declared you the Zodiac Warriors, explaining that you were reincarnations of the Guardians who formerly patrolled the stars, keeping the evil Equix Empire at bay. However, though you now have your powers from a previous life restored, the Equix Imp have run rampant across the galaxy in the meantime, conquering worlds and spreading destruction, until their queen, Eclipsa, is the only one to rule it all. Sensing that you had regained your powers, though no memory of your past past lives has come about yet, her sights have been set on Earth, where she often sends her most powerful generals and minions to try and defeat you once again. And we are going to start in the school day. And you're all sitting in the cafeteria at Fairdale High School. You're all in different grades at this point. You have different interests, but you all happen to have a synced up lunch schedule. So you've already introduced yourselves. And at this point, as a reminder, you've been a superhero team for about 6 months. So you're not super new at it, but you still have some stuff to learn. You don't know everything that's out there. So you guys are sitting at lunch. What do you do?
Well, hey guys, have you heard this album, October Rust by Typo Negative? And I just like throw the jewel case on the thing. I know it's a CD. Y'all haven't seen that in a while, but I actually like to have physical copy.
Honestly, I'm surprised you have a CD and it's not vinyl.
Well, I have the vinyl at home, but it's not as mobile.
They are a little sizey, and you don't want to risk it breaking in your backpack.
Do you
Paloma
have
just
do you
slowly
have
puts her AirPods in and turns the volume up and looks down at her food to eat.
do you have a
Boom,
version
Boomer's
so you-
going to try to connect their cell phone to Paloma's Bluetooth speakers or Bluetooth headset.
Turn it to track 3. Good. Wait,
That's a
you're
good
not
way
really.
to get food in your face.
But what do I got to roll for that, DM?
Let's see. What would you roll for that?
If there's like a used
Um,
technology.
Physical, emotional, mental, mystical, persona.
Obviously,
I'm
4 peril.
say, I don't know. Is that for them? I'm wondering if that would be a move or just a stat roll.
Maybe just like a
Not
mental
really.
roll to see if you can figure out how.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is yeah. Do a mental roll.
All right, let me see if roll 20 will pop back up for me. Also, move your mic a little back from your mouth. It's a little poppy on my end.
Oh, I don't have a mic because remember my headphones stopped working.
Oh no.
That is a 7. That is 8 minus 1 on mental. So that's a success, but it's mixed, I think.
So you can find her Bluetooth headset on your phone, but she's got it password protected. So you have to try and figure out the password, but you're probably going to get locked out because you don't know it.
I'm going to be trying to find that password because I'm about to blare country in those Bluetooths.
Joke's on you. She loves that shit.
Boomer knows.
Hey, William, fuck
Boomer
yeah.
knows.
I don't know why we're even trying to listen to whatever that is. And she's pointing at like the jewel case CD on the counter. She's like, look, I already asked you guys and I need you in my next video, please. Can you just watch the little dance that I need you to do? Come on, EXO is so popular right now.
Am I getting
Absolutely.
food for this?
I don't know. I've heard a lot about the unethical business practices of K-pop producers. I don't know if I want to support that.
Boomer's going to just do a little bit of one of the moves that they were supposed to learn.
See, why can't you guys be on Boomer's level? Come on. I know
One,
it's a little bit unethical, but it's
one
our
watch.
version of it, so it's surely better.
Is this going to be a co-op K-pop group, or is that what we are? Is that what's happening? I don't know what's happening actually.
No,
I'm with you on that.
I just need everyone to dance for my next video. It'll be a nice segue into the baking part.
Baking.
And as long as y'all do it after 7, I'll be able to help doing the filming again. But remember, I got that practice with the new freshman coming in, so it's going to take me a little while. But again, after 7, I got you covered.
As you guys are
That's
all talking, you notice a group of some of those said freshmen, not too far away from your table. There's about 5 of them, and one of them standing in the middle, holding a box. And the others kind of gathered around, talking to her. Just kind of like, oh, come on, you can do it, you can do it. And finally, they push her forward. And it's a freshman girl, kind of long brown hair, put in pigtails, big glasses, and Paloma, she walks up to you. Says, hey, Captain Paloma. She kind of looks back at her friends. How are you doing today?
Hey, I remember you, Caroline, right? Aren't you coming to the tryouts tomorrow?
Yeah, I wanted to give you this. And she shoves the box in your hands. And she's like, I think you're really cool, and I hope you like it. And she runs. Now, this is not too unusual for you. You're kind of popular with some of the underclassmen, especially on the team. So she runs out, completely embarrassed, but she hands you a box. Do you open it?
What does it like? What size? What does it look
It's
like?
like a little. It's like it's not very big. You can hold with both hands, but it's just wrapped in like pink tissue paper. It's nothing big. It's not very big.
Freshmen are adorable.
Yes, they are.
Tsukiko kind of leans forward, both hands on the table, almost standing up, looking directly at you, Paloma. She's like, oh my gosh, she wants you to be her senpai. That's amazing. You know what this means, right?
I'm not going to say what I think it means.
I think I know what she means.
She's just excited to be on the team, guys.
And she wants you to mentor her. Oh my gosh.
It's kind of my job as captain. Thank you very much.
Well, yes, but I'm sorry. I get excited about these things, okay?
I don't know. Caroline's in my English class, and I did see her drawing her name on her notebook, so.
Someone might have a crush.
Notice me, senpai.
Yeah.
Notice me.
Girl fade.
Dartisha.
Maybe just a couple practices of making her run laps, and she won't feel that way anymore. I'm sorry, Dartisha. What were you saying?
Well, obviously she likes you enough. What's in it? What's in the box?
Let's find out.
Yeah,
And she'll open it.
it's chocolate.
Ooh.
Oh, that is just
It's-
that is
It's like
sweet.
homemade chocolate.
You are too old for her.
Dartisha immediately kind of just like grabs one out of the box. Like she looks around, she pulls out her phone, takes a picture of it, and then just grabs one out of the box. And she's just like, okay.
Hey, at least let me
Scratch
get
your
the first
hand.
bite.
As you're doing that. Drop
Ah!
it.
What? I'm just trying to see the quality. It's
No,
obvious that she
you're
put in some
trying.
effort.
You were trying to eat it. Drop the chocolate.
What kind of chocolate?
Let's find out. And she'll go ahead and eat one.
The first one you eat. It's kind of like just a little chocolate truffle. It's obviously she made them at home. They're not super pretty, but they're cute. They're cute. You can tell she didn't buy them anywhere.
Oh, wow.
Oh, these are actually really good.
I totally jump back in and snatch another one.
And that's fine. She'll put it on the table now.
You put it back, and then you're like, just grab the same one.
So one of the other people that was in the group, another girl, she kind of walks over and she's laughing kind of, but she is more of a good natured. I can't believe she actually did it. Like, wow, she actually did what she said she was going to do, sort of thing. She says, hey, Captain, what time are tryouts again?
We start at 7, but keep in mind for the freshmen, we highly recommend you get there about 30 minutes early.
Okay, I'll let everybody know. Cause have you heard about the circus that's been in town?
No, but I've been kind of caught up with the roster right now, so I've not been paying much attention. Do y'all guys know?
I mean, it's the thing. It came in like last week or something, and there's been a ton of people going. Like me and a couple of my friends went last night, and oh my god, it was so much fun. Like, but we were so exhausted afterwards. We left. I thought I was gonna pass out before I even made it home.
Can I do a
Yeah. What do you want to roll?
I actually want to use one of my abilities. What's really going on? That's my goth ability.
Okay.
And
And
I hear the person and just kind of see if I can parse out something strange with what she's saying. If I can find.
1 second.
You used to look for things that other people don't notice when you roll a glimpse of truth roll and a plus mystical. You may not like what you see.
So
Or
glimpse the truth.
mystical, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You can.
And that's a 7. So that's a
See,
mixed
so it
success.
says you hold 1. And you've played Power by the Pockets more than me. What does hold 1 mean?
It just means I get one action I can take, or a question in this case.
Okay. All right. So yeah, go ahead and ask one of these questions.
What here is not what it appears to be, or what are they trying to hide? Is going to be my question.
She really doesn't seem to be hiding anything. She really does seem to think that the circus was fun. It was. She even turns to some of her friends like, "Yeah, we went last night. You guys, wasn't it cool?" And one of them says, "Yeah, it was cool, but it was kind of weird too. Like, I mean, it's a traveling circus, so I guess there were some shady people, but man, I don't know. There was Christian went with us, and he must have clocked out early because I didn't go. I didn't see him when we left.
Do they still look exhausted?
They do look tired, but you know, again, they were probably up very late. They came home late, but the girl who was talking to Paloma says, "Yeah, I thought Christian went home with you guys." No, he went home when you left. Didn't he take the same bus as you? No, not me. Like, oh, well, he must have just gone a different way. So, I mean, they do look tired. They don't look like they've been hurt. They don't look strange or anything. But the girl who's been talking turns back to Paloma and says, "Yeah, I'll let everybody know because I know that a lot of people have been trying to go to the circus, and I don't want them to, you know, miss being there. But if they decide to go too
Yeah,
early,
and if
so I'll pass."
if it makes you too tired, just keep that in mind. Don't stay out too late. We need y'all on your best tomorrow.
Yeah, we all stayed out a little bit too late last night. I probably got home way later than I should have. My mom definitely thinks I did. But okay, I know we'll make sure Caroline doesn't go die of embarrassment somewhere. Thanks, Captain. And they turn
right.
and they leave.
Yeah, I don't know about that circus, y'all.
There's a circus? Nobody tell me these things.
I didn't even think we really did circuses anymore. Like Juniper, aren't they kind of supposed to be on their way out?
Well, it depends if it's like a Circus Soleil circus or a traditional circus. Traditional circuses have been phased out due to all of the violations against animal rights.
That
And
was kind of my thought, but
exploitation.
true.
I mean, she
Okay,
didn't say it was weird. It must have clowns. Clowns make everything weird.
Well, anyway, that doesn't matter anyway. They said it was an awesome circus. It sounds like it's really fun. I think we should go.
Might be
Now,
clowns.
Dartisha, I got an idea.
I'm
Instagram
listening.
video. We make your kettle corn covered in dark chocolate and compare it to their popcorn.
Oh my god. Yes, I love it.
I'm getting my apron. Do I? Well, hold on. Do I got to wear the pasties again because I got us in trouble that one time I didn't have the shirt on underneath?
I refuse to risk banning for your pasties. Please wear clothes.
When's
Fine.
gonna Paloma? Is this what their kids are really interested in these days?
Unfortunately, I believe so. My younger sister tends to be on TikTok like 24/7. So, yeah, it's that clickbait. Is that even a term anymore, though?
TikTok is okay. It's just like so many people trying to act on there.
I
It's a
got
weird
my
one.
handle on there's Texas Toast.
Boomer, no one's surprised.
DM, I rolled another 7 trying to figure out that password.
That's a mixed success, right?
Yeah.
No, still not right. But you didn't. Still not right, but you didn't get locked out. You can keep trying.
Shoot.
And we can go to the circus tonight, but I don't know. It's something fishy about it.
Tsukiko's just gonna like raise her hand.
Be worth checking out.
Tsukiko's just gonna raise her hand. What's a TikTok?
Honey, you don't have to raise your hand. This isn't a class.
It's an app where people post dumb videos about how they like to act and then make hot takes. Lots of hot takes.
Truthfully, Sue, it's not a class, but I bet you Dartisha could absolutely give you a class on this 100%.
Don't do it.
Also raise your hand.
I can make you famous.
On your phone. Tsukiko pulls out like an old Nokia brick.
I just want to set up a TikTok so I can take videos of all of the cute animals at the animal shelter so they can get adopted.
I would sub.
I can definitely make you TikTok famous.
Oh my god. All right, so lunch is ending. You hear the bell. It's time to get up. Time to go to your classes. Rest of the day's pretty uneventful. Not much going on. You're all leaving. It's the end of the day. You're leaving school. What do y'all want to do?
Well, obviously, I'm gonna get a small group together. We're gonna go bake and listen to music by wherever Boomer is leads us to. Or I could be under the bleachers, so I could be closer to the other people that don't want to.
Well, if it's after school, we don't even need to hang here.
Yeah, you don't have to be at the school. As a matter of fact, the school doesn't really like you hanging around for too long unless you're on a sports team that's actively practicing. So, if y'all want to head
Everybody
to
can go
someone's
back to
house.
the house.
Hey, you know what? Actually, if we're gonna hang out anywhere, does anyone want to go see what the circus is about?
Should even set up yet?
Or hear me out.
It's not quite. It wouldn't quite probably be set up yet. You guys heard more about it during the day. It really doesn't start opening up till closer to dusk. So right now it's about 3:00. So it's more than likely not open to the public quite yet.
Well, I still have about 30 minutes that I need to work on this roster that I'm filling out for tomorrow in order to get the girls to be able to try out for the positions that they want and make sure I've got the time blocks. Do y'all just want to go to like CC's Coffee or something down the street for a little bit while I get that hashed out?
Or hear me out. Waffle House.
No, let's go to the coffee shop.
The Waffle House has been closed down since our first whatever it was together. You know what you did there. And it is a shame. It is a shame, and it personally hurt me. I'm just kidding. That was actually pretty cool. I've never seen a griddle explode.
Who eats a waffle like that? That's what I want to know.
What, you don't make it into a taco and fill it up with the hash browns?
We fill up with chicken and waffles.
Tsukiko's just standing there on the verge of tears, just like, I was just trying to make the bacon in the waffle.
It's okay. Let's go get coffee while we wait. But, I was just going to say, like, I don't know about y'all. I'm getting kind of a vibe with the circus. So, I mean, it might be a good idea to try and check it out or a bunch of people are there.
Well, how about a couple of us, some of us that are more sneaky and all, kind of go in and just give it a looky-loo?
I
As you
totally
all-
down.
As you all are walking towards the coffee house discussing this, all of a sudden something in front of you shifts. It's almost like there's a little bit of sparkle. And all of a sudden something pops up out of nowhere on the sidewalk. It's about not even hip height on the tallest of you. It's a little round fuzzy thing. And it has a flower crown and it is rainbow colored. And you all know this to be Zodi, the miniature yak that is your magical creature companion.
Hi, Zodi.
Oh
I don't know if
gosh,
I'll ever
Zodi!
All right, who is a good little ball of fluff? Who wants a treat? I done stole a cupcake for you.
It doesn't really talk, but you can, by the noises it makes, you usually can discern what it's trying to tell you.
What's wrong? Is Teddy stepping the whale again?
Zodi kind of goes, "Meh." But you do know that usually when Zodi shows up, it means that your guide, Zoion, is wanting to speak with you. But I will also say you are in the middle of a sidewalk with a rainbow-colored miniature yak, and school just let out. So
I take what time is it? Time of
it's
year?
maybe 3:15.
What was that?
I feel like Zodi should know better.
Paloma's gonna take her
Like,
backpack
if
off and
I-
unzip it and
Yeah.
gesture all right, come on, Zodi. You know you can't be here. Come on.
Wait, is it in here?
Trying to get Zodi to jump in the backpack so she can close them up.
Hey, Zodi is too big to fit in the backpack. Let's just move quickly. There's enough of us to be around him and
Have
go.
you seen my
as
backpack?
you say Zodi's too big, Zodi kind of looks at Paloma's backpack, hops up, and jumps face first into the backpack. And you just hear
I think I have a pillow.
you see the little legs on the back half just kind of wiggle as go from inside.
She's gonna kind of adjust it so the legs are covered, but it's definitely something fuzzy still sticking out. Now they just think I have a pillow, guys. It's fine. Let's go. Let's move.
Now, Zodi can take you to Zoion. However, like I said, you are in the middle of the sidewalk right after school lets out, and it's not exactly a subtle thing when you teleport. So you might want to find somewhere that it's not going to be noticed.
Come on,
Under
Mr.
the
Palmer's house
bleachers.
over here has the high hedges. Let's go.
That works.
Is Ren with the group?
No,
Is Ren with us? Is that what you asked?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, okay. For a minute there, I thought we had archery today. I'm always forgetting.
Do we have archery today?
You're supposed to be the responsible one.
Oh
No,
my
no,
If
gosh,
y'all
it's
did, y'all don't anymore.
Sorry. I don't think she would miss an archery practice. She likes that too much. Maybe that's tomorrow.
I'm constantly forgetting that stuff.
Oh my
Guys,
gosh, small yak guys, we have to go.
Yes, and it's only Wednesday.
right.
I'm pretty sure the volleyball captain or the volleyball team is the one that's got the outside area right now. Let's go. You're good.
We can talk and walk. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're going to the hedges, Mr. What's his name's hedges?
Yes, come on, let's
Palmer's,
dip.
let's go.
so you find the hedges. You kind of duck behind so that you aren't seen from the sidewalk, and then you start noticing in Paloma's backpack a little bit of sparkle start coming out, and it comes up above you, and then it spreads out in a dome around all of you. And just before you flash away, you see the owner of the house in the window standing there with his finger pointed and his mouth dropped open, and then you're gone.
I shrug.
Boomer's
We disappear.
Boomer's
Like,
gonna wink and blow a kiss.
So
Dartisha,
it's not.
just take a picture.
So it's more like a blink. All of a sudden you're there and then you're somewhere else. You find yourselves in a cavern. And you've been here before, but it is covered in a lot of small purple gems. And these are the kind of gems that when you found Zoion, this is what she was trapped in. So they give the room a sort of warm purple color. There's not a whole lot in the room or the cavern. There's probably offshoots that you think Zoion probably lives within. But here, this is more of an audience chamber. This is often where you come see her, find out what's going on. And there's a small dais at the end of the room with a few steps leading up to it with a pedestal. And Zoion is standing there. Now, let me pull her onto the board just so she's there so y'all can see her. Let's make it bigger. And that's Zoion. She has darker skin, almost kind of a gray tint. She has slightly pointed ears. Her white hair, it doesn't really just sit. It sort of always seems to be moving and flowing in one direction or another, but never seems to get caught on anything. Including the very large round staff that she carries with her. You never see her without it, or without the headband on her head with the little star symbol. And she smiles when she sees you and says, "Zodiac warriors, it's good to see you today." And she beckons you to come up towards the dais.
Always great to see you too, Zoion.
Howdy.
I trust you've been doing well since I saw you. It's been about a week since I've had to communicate with you all. I hope things are going well.
It's going very good. Did you listen to that album I gave you?
Well, you did give me that CD. However, I don't really have anything to listen to it on here.
It's fine. I'll next time. Next time I'll bring this up.
Very kind
We'll
of you, though.
control it better.
You have serenaded me with quite a few K-pop songs, so I know how big a fan you are, Dartisha. Now, there have been some strange goings on within the last week or so. And I hadn't brought it to your attention because I wasn't sure whether it was something to look into or not on your behalf. However, now that I have kept an eye on it, I believe that there might be something a bit darker going on. There is a group set up on the edge of town. I believe it is called a circus.
Right.
And at first, everything seemed perfectly fine. It seems a bit tawdry, if you ask me, but then things started to occur with people that were attending it. They seemed to come out drained, sick even, and it's now that I've been watching longer, it seems that some even aren't coming out at all. Have you heard or seen anything like this that seems strange in your everyday?
Some freshmen were just reporting very similar situations, and so one of them went missing as well.
Ah, so I was
Yeah,
right. It is connected to that. Hmm. Well,
We were just about to check that out, actually.
so you all were on the ball. I like that about you.
We have to go to the circus?
I believe that you will. There is something going on there, especially the fact that people seem to leave so tired and drained. It doesn't appear to be from normal everyday merriment. I, of course, believe that someone connected to the Equix Empire is likely behind those strange happenings. Whether the entire circus itself is part of it or not, I cannot say. However, being as it is in an area where many people are coming in and out, who knows what they are trying to build up with that much energy.
You said you were watching this, right?
I can see some things from within the cavern on my own, and I can also send out Zodi to check in on things.
Okay. I just have to know, are there clowns?
Clowns?
Probably a clown.
Yes, clowns. They're terrible creatures. I don't
Have you heard of Stephen King's It?
No, don't talk about that movie. You made me watch it the other weekend. I'm still having nightmares.
Zoion looks over to Paloma. What is a clown?
Well, I personally never really had a problem with them, but they're basically actors that put on this person to make people laugh. Which, to be fair, is kind of what I like to do. I just don't like the makeup aspect of it.
And to be
Dartisha
fair,
pulled up a picture on her and
Creatures.
shows it to Zoion. It's like, yeah, they kind of look like this, but they can come in different, looks and stuff.
and to be fair, half the time it does not come off funny. It just comes off slightly terrifying for small children.
They're
And
actually kind of like
unfortunately,
a relic from a bygone era, if you think about it.
yeah.
Downplaying it. They're terrifying creatures of horror that torment children.
Pretty awesome.
Well, that most definitely. I have not been able to see much fully inside of this encampment, but I do know I have seen several people with brightly colored hair. However, I'm not sure if they are your clowns that you fear.
It could just be
But
medical students. Like, that's a toss-up right there.
there are some strange characters within the fences around, but it could just be that they seem strange to me. They might seem completely normal to you. So I am afraid, Tsukiko, I cannot tell you for sure whether there are any of these clowns within the premises or not. What I can tell you is that I am almost certain the Equix Empire has something to do with these strange happenings, and as has been in the past, I leave it all to you to find out what is going on.
Guess we are going to be going there a bit early then.
It's okay. I'll just have to go and stop by the store and buy a bag of oranges.
Why
Ren
oranges?
just wow.
Don't question these things. Clowns hate oranges, okay?
Are they?
So,
Okay.
I've never
Right.
heard
Okay,
that.
we'll get going then.
now I'm going to ask this: do any of you have a strict family that you're going to need to get permission from to be out at night on a school night?
I'm just gonna sneak out.
I'm gonna say no, but I have to AFK for a minute. There's been an accident.
That was awesome.
Dartisha's one of Dartisha's parents would probably be very anxious about them going out late at night.
Same. I feel like Ren's parents are pretty strict.
My parents know it's at least tryout season, but I do need to go ahead and tell my brother to order DoorDash for everybody tonight.
Okay, so why don't
Juniper
uh,
parents are probably both doctors and they're probably really busy, but she's definitely gonna text them and be like, "Hey, I'm going out," just to let them know.
well, Zoan tells you, I know that the gates will not open until it is closer to dusk. I think you have probably about an hour and a half until you can start entering the premises. I would suggest you all gather what you need, and if you need my help, ask me anything now, or you can always call on Zodi later on if you need something in particular that you need help with. But I trust you all will do your very best to find out what is going on. So you guys have about an hour and a half, and if you want to go home and attempt to ask if you can go out or come up with a story, or if you just want to sneak out or just not even bother going home and letting your parents know where the hell you are, that's up to you. So I'm gonna leave that to each of you how you want to handle that.
do I need to call anybody's parents again and say that y'all are helping me with the study class so that I'm not a fifth-year junior?
Sorry, I'm back.
I am going to text my mom and say, hanging out with my dear friend Ripple, studying for the big test. See you later. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Dartisha has to go home and tell her parents that she's not going to be coming home later today. And also grab her camera stuff because she's totally filming.
Juniper gets a text back from her doctor parents saying, okay, cool. And then like Venmo for $20 so that she can eat pizza or something. Very hands-off parents.
Good.
Paloma's gonna text her brother and let him know that she's not gonna be able to have spaghetti night tonight like she planned. So they need to go ahead and order some food, but that she'll be working on tryout stuff, and then we'll actually go work on tryout stuff because she still has to get that roster done before they leave.
Yeah, Ren would basically call her parents and just explain that she has a group project she has to do. So
Tsukiko?
Yeah, like in all the anime, Tsukiko just somehow doesn't have parents and has her own nice apartment.
I mean, it's not. If it were anime, no one would question it. So.
Exactly.
And Vivian, you just told your parents you're not coming home.
Yeah, I texted him. I would say I was hanging out with Boomer.
Boomer, what did you tell your parents?
Boomer will text back. Got to study for the test so I can graduate next year. Love, XOXO, go Longhorns.
All right, I'm not gonna make y'all roll for any of that. I just wanted to see how you handled it.
But if
So-
Dartisha does gotta go talk to her parents, Boomer would go to help out.
Oh God, you're gonna help me lie.
All right, let's play that out.
Be right back.
Okay. So Dartisha and Boomer walk into her house, and her parents are like sitting or setting up for dinner and stuff. And Dartisha's like, "Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go downtown tonight. There's some stuff that's going on, and I'm taking Boomer with me because Boomer has homework, and I'm gonna need my camera equipment because he's gonna help me film while we're studying his stuff. So I'll be seeing you later. Bye."
What kind of thing?
Oh, well, you know, Auntie, that that I need to graduate next year. I mean, I just can't repeat 11th grade again. She's actually going to help me. I'm having just a little bit of trouble in home ec. I just can't convert imperial to metric like I should. And we've been doing some of them. We've been watching the show called Basch, and he started doing everything in metric, and I just can't compute it. And she's going to help me, but we got to experiment with it. We're going to go down to the vegan bakery downtown. You know the one.
Dad, it's like around the corner. It's not that far away. We will be right back. I promise.
Both of you roll emotional.
Oh crap! This is emotion, not persona.
You know what? I will let you roll persona, Boomer.
That is a 9.
A 9. All right. And what did Dartisha get? Oh, that's an 8 without a plus. What's your plus to emotional? Dartisha?
Okay, so it's 8 plus 1, so it's a 9.
Okay, so you both got a 9. So okay, that's a pass for both of you. And so your parents are kind of like, sounds a little funky, but they know Boomer. They know Boomer sounds like a 20-year-old still in high school. So so they agree. They say, all right, but as long as you're not out too late and you don't get in any trouble, I want to get a call from the cops that you're waiting for me to come pick you up somewhere.
Aw, you know me. I can make no promises. But if anything, I will send you a photo if you need to see where I am or a video. Or, you can just do what I said and get on Facebook and I can show you where I am at all times.
No, I don't want to mess with all that crap.
It's
But
your loss.
all right, I'll say both of you can get a point in your power pool for that.
Yes.
God, that is a terrifying gift. So, you got permission to go out. Everyone else is either just not even bothering to try and get permission. It's more of a, hey, I'm not coming home. So, and we'll say that took about an hour. And the circus is on the outskirts of town. So, you guys by the time you guys get there, it'll be opening up and people will be going in.
Huh. Usually circuses and festivals and whatnot are in the town center.
Nope. There's a lot more room on the edge of town, and this is where they decided to sit up.
Also, we got city ordinances about what you can and can't have livestock-wise in the dead center of town. One of my great uncles is responsible for that one. The Great Cattle Drive of 1897. Turns out,
Stop posting creepy gifs.
Anyway, Dartisha, why does everyone assume I'm 20? I'm only 1 year behind.
I don't know, but I can guarantee you we're going to make sure that you get through this year. Not right now, though, because we're on a fun, funky mission.
Also, don't worry, Boomer. You're not only 1 year behind. You're only 1 year behind for now. Think positively.
Also, I know how to switch over imperial to metric. I just figured parents wouldn't understand that because they don't understand the metric system.
It's true. You did the right one because I can guarantee you neither of them even knows what that is.
One of my aunts says that's communist math.
Well,
That sounds like something you would hear here.
Oh boy! So you guys are heading towards the circuit.
Yes.
Yeah, assuming we've all met up and are now heading there.
Out of character, quick question. Did we get Zodi out of the backpack?
Zodi stayed behind with Zoan. Zodi does not go with you.
Oh, we can't have like have like a Yoda situation going on for Paloma.
Zodi doesn't.
Oh, hold on, everything cut out. Hello?
Yak walking around.
I also apologize for accidentally inadvertently doing Coco with Papoose again. I wasn't thinking that through.
Papoose. Oh, it's the Papoose.
All right, excuse me. I think I am finally about to have to go. I think I'm about to have to go take an iPad away from my child because my he keeps opening multiple videos and I watch the kilobytes per second just drop. So I'll be
Like,
right back.
I have expected one of you guys to like tackle the yak off the sidewalks, so the backpack was probably a better option.
Now I do have a question. Should I specify the stuff that I grabbed out of my room while Boomer was talking to my parents?
You can.
I feel like Zodi should have like a camouflage function.
Maybe at some point. But right now, I'm still kind of getting used to the fact that I'm the only thing that looks like this around here.
He just wants to have a good time and come see his favorite people.
What did you grab out of your room, Dartisha?
So I grabbed of course my camera and film stuff. But I also grabbed a couple of flashlights, some snacks, and another sort of light rig, like one of like the ring light rigs that clips on your phone.
Okay. So just keep in mind that you have that with you if you find that might be useful in whatever situation you're in. So, give me 1 second. I need to get the little boy situated on the Switch real quick so he stops using the iPad and stealing all the data. Hang on.
They're being hacked by the
Quick,
rumps.
the adults are gone. Go crazy.
Y'all can talk among
Ponies.
yourselves as you walk to the circus. I'll be right back.
Be right back here.
I have
Oh,
to know if I bought my bag of oranges. It's important.
Gotta stave
We-
off that scurvy.
I can guarantee you that one, you do not need oranges, and well, actually, no, you could always use oranges. But I can guarantee you, I don't unless you are speedballing them at the clowns. That's not going to do anything.
Oh, Tsukiyumi would definitely speedball at the clowns. And promptly run the hell away before crying in a corner. She doesn't like clowns.
You have magical powers. Why are you scared of clowns?
Have you seen clowns?
We
They're
have
only-
established that I showed you the movie It.
Yeah,
How
that
are you not terrified? I mean, look at him. And she just holds up like a giant poster out of nowhere of a clown just smiling, looking all happy and entertaining a bunch of kids. Terrifying.
Oh, that's not the worst thing I've seen.
So wait, if you're afraid of clowns, why are you carrying around a giant poster of clowns on your bag?
That is a good question.
You must know your enemy, as the great Sun Tzu would say.
Okay, yes, you can know your enemy, but you already know what it is. You don't need to carry around a giant poster of
You
said
know-
enemy.
You don't do that. Do you just like pop that out every now and then, like clowns?
No, she really doesn't.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. In order to get you past your fear of clowns, we're going to do some I guess deconditioning, because you have to become comfortable with this since we're going into a circus and we literally have no idea what's going on.
How about you just stand in front of me, and the clown stands in front of you, and then
What
as
if
I
another
walk
clown
by-
shows up behind you?
What?
Back.
What if another clown shows up behind you?
What if it's Bill Skarsgård that shows up behind you?
Y'all shouldn't give the GM ideas.
Look,
I
if
don't know who Bill Skarsgård is.
well, here's the thing: we just all stick
Like
together,
Pennywise
and then
now.
a clown doesn't get the sneak on anybody because we got each other's backs.
Don't worry,
See,
there's no
Boomer-
scarier things than
Boomer knows what's up.
Yeah. That was a big garble.
Oh, I said, don't worry, there's much scarier things than clowns.
Capitalism.
I would like to hear what's scarier than a clown.
Animal abuse.
Losing 1,000 followers in one night.
When the milk
Boomer,
done
what's
gone
scary?
bad. When the milk done gone bad.
Okay, so you guys have made it to where everything is set up. Let me delete off of there. So you've made it, and as you come over a hill, you can see again on just outside of town there is a gated off area, and it's big. It's bigger than you probably would have expected a traveling circus to be. And it's from the outside it looks pretty normal. You can see one big tent that's the main tent in at the furthest end. Really from where you're standing, it almost looks more like a traveling carnival. There are rides. Looks like there's a bunch of booths set up in different areas. And you can already see people lining up and going inside. So, if you want, you all can start heading over to the front gate.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that. Now, can I look around to see if there's any clowns around?
Here there are no clowns.
Tsukiko is just gonna stick close to Boomer because she thinks he more understands her fear of clowns than anybody else.
Fair enough. So you'll head to the front gate, and I mean it's not completely shoddy, but it's not the most impressive thing you've ever seen. It's a traveling circus / carnival. It's a chain link fence, usually with some tarps over, so you can't really see inside from unless you were up on your vantage point from the hill. You see some signs just advertising it that it really doesn't seem like it's all that much besides its name is the Twilight Traveling Circus. So you get in line, there's not too many people here yet. And you get to the front, and just inside the gate, there is a very tall, gaunt man who is selling tickets. And he isn't really doing anything weird, but he's almost too tall. He's almost too skinny in the face. He's very pale.
Does he look like Angus Scrim from Phantasm?
I don't know who that. I don't remember who that looks like.
Oh, I gotta show.
Now, do you remember which one you touched?
I do.
All right, sorry about that, everybody. Some programs on my computer crashed and took the entire stream down with it in a giant flaming pile of doom. So, yay. But I think we're back, and I'll turn it back over to Frey.
Okay. That was fun. So, you guys were heading into the circus, and you noticed a very strange tall man taking money for tickets at the gate. And I see Tsukiko typing in Discord. Oh, burp, excuse me. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, you
Yep.
are kind of
Yeah, we got you.
but it might just be the internet, not so much.
Do I sound better now?
Yeah, you sound better now.
Okay. So you're going in, and it gets up. You get up to the front, and again, this guy just looms. He kind of leans over. I'm assuming Paloma's the tallest of the group, and he's at least head and shoulders taller than you. And he just kind of leans over you, looks down, cash only, and doesn't do anything. Just waits, stands there staring at you, waiting for you to hand over cash.
Well, how much is it though? Yeah, I mean, 10?
10 a person. 5 per 5.
Well, okay. I get out $10 and hand it to him.
He holds his hand out, and he kind of takes the bill and wraps each finger around it individually before pulling it back, dropping it in a box, taking out a ticket, and holding it out to you.
I kind of try to get the ticket as with as little contact with him as possible. I'm treating his hands like lava, and I'm just going to try and grab the edge of the ticket and try and pluck it from his hand.
When you take the end of the ticket, all of a sudden his other hand comes around like lightning fast with a stamper and stamps on your hand.
Fuck. Okay, that's weird.
Sure, weeks in.
Kind of
Next.
Boomer will just hand over $10. All right, now. Saw what you did with my good friend, Vivi. All right, let's see you try it on my hand. And
doesn't even wait for you to finish. Just whips around while your hands are at your side. Bonk.
But that was actually pretty good.
Next.
Someone said happy birthday in the chat. Happy birthday,
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Cupcakes of doom.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you, cupcakes.
All right, Juniper's going to go up and be like, I actually had some question about the treatment of your animals. Is it okay if I ask some questions, or?
He looks at you and kind of blinks. One eye blinks a little sooner than the other. I take tickets.
Oh, okay. Here's my ticket.
Money. He takes the money for the ticket, is what I should have said. So he takes your money, again, hands you a ticket, stamps your hand. And unless anyone else has anything different they want to say, we can just say you all pay, you get your hand stamped, and then you're able to go in.
Dartisha is actively filming, and she's just like, don't hit me hard, please.
He actually takes, like, puts his fingers on either side of your phone, turns it so the back of your hand is up, and then stamps your hand, and then lets go.
All right, I'll take that.
And he's like making really weird eye contact with you the entire time, though.
That's not okay anymore.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, and moving on.
So that was kind of weird, kind of awkward. But you guys walk in, and again, nothing is striking you as being super weird about it. You do see, that this place is broken up into 3 sections. There is the show section, which is the main tent that you saw at the back of the entire compound. It looks like there is a section that has games and food stalls, the usual carnival games. And then there is to the left, there is a side that has a lot of rides to it. It almost has a county fair kind of vibe at this point, but they probably you probably started as a circus or something and just kind of grew from there. So they just kept the name the Twilight Traveling Circus. So there are 3 sections. You have a pretty big group. If you guys wanted to check out different spots, if some of our more competitive folks would like to check out the game area, maybe challenge each other at the same time.
Hint, 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 wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I'm just out there.
What are the 3 areas that we can go to again?
3 areas are the carnival area that has the rides. There is a game area, which also has the food stalls near it. And then the main tent area, which you would assume is where they have the actual circus shows. It's the back. To the right is the games. Straight forward between the games and the food and the rides is the path to the tent, and then to the left is all the carnival rides.
If it doesn't look like there's currently a show going on, maybe there's one starting a bit, Paloma's definitely going to want to try to go do some carnival games.
you don't see a whole lot of people heading towards the back yet. There might be a few milling around, but it's not like there doesn't seem to be a lot of activity back there. You assume that since it just opened up, it's probably not time for the main event to begin or anything like that.
I am going to split from the group and not do anything in particular. I just want to look. I just want to kind of travel around the carnival grounds to see if I can find anything out of place or weird or magic-y.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Who was it that does the food TikTok?
That's me.
I imagine I will go with Dartisha because she'll probably need somebody to hold the camera while she shows off carnival food.
Yes, good. Let's go.
And I say I'll probably be dragged along with Dartisha.
Boomer, are you gonna come try and find food with me?
Did we lose Boomer?
Did we lose him again?
Oh no, Boomer.
He'll go with me.
Boomer, no.
He'll keep the clowns away, right? Right? He's gonna keep the clowns away from me, right?
Can y'all hear me?
Sure.
There we go. We can hear you now. All right, he had said I was too poppy. My headphones were being dumb. I had them on mute though.
I'm back. I was trying to help her out. The headset was just the mute button. What was the question though for Boomer?
Are you gonna come with me and Tsukiko to go find food?
More pertinent question: you're gonna keep the clowns away from Tsukiko, right?
Well, yeah. We had the idea. If nothing else, we can't lie. What we're going to do for the viewers: compare your popcorn to their popcorn, right?
Right. The people need us.
Also, if there's somebody here taking energy, first place I would think is giving them really bad food that leaves them a little drained because they had to, go to the porta potties.
Yeah, on that note, everyone be careful what you're gonna touch. We don't know how it's going to possibly affect us.
We let the weird man at the gate touch us. I think we're already in some deep trouble.
Yeah, I kind of want to wash my hands after that.
Yeah, I think we need one of the smart ones to take a look at this. What does the stamp look like, DM?
It's just an X. It's just a black X. It's just a hand stamp. It's like the ones I have to get when I go to a college party. Paloma. I don't drink. You think I get this body from drinking?
You can totally have that body and still drink. Depends on how much you work out.
Also, it depends on what you're drinking.
Then they're drinking while lifting weights at the same time.
Oh, that sounds awful, actually.
That's you guys amazing idea for us. We should totally do that.
Okay, was Ren coming with me to look around for anything suspicious?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this might actually be a good time to try one of the basic moves. We can do this together.
We can.
Okay. So, let's see. You actions dictate. Your actions dictate which move to use in support of your teammate. So I've got your back as physical. You can do this as emotional. 2 heads are better than 1 would be mental, and supernatural intervention will be mystical. The characters that you are aiding gains a +1 power point. Always roll and check your result.
Okay, so I can roll plus mystical to glimpse the truth to try and look around. And my mystical is +2, but if you have a good mental, then I could also help you out.
I have a 1 to my mental. So, whatever you prefer. Would that work? It says, because the supernatural intervention, that's to cast a spell on them.
Oh, does it? What?
I don't think it's the name of casting a spell.
Yeah, it's just if you were to get it. Okay, yeah, like basically depending on our relationship, if it's competitive or cooperative, you would just I would either give you or you give me a +1 to my mystical. If you were to we can do this together.
Okay. Can boost your mystical if you want.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. And then I could be super mystical.
Go ahead and roll for mystical.
Do I have to roll for that too?
Yeah,
no, I think it's just you because you're helping out and you get a plus.
Well, she would have to roll just to see if she would because if she gets a mixed success, she does put herself in danger.
I'm not seeing this under we can do this together.
I don't know what you're looking at.
Okay, are we looking at the basic moves or are we looking at the we might be looking at different things. That might be the reason.
I'm looking at the basic moves.
In the book or in the
I'm looking at the PDF that's just basic moves.
Okay.
It says the you are aiding gains 1 power point. Always roll and check your resolve.
Okay. I thought it had something to do with the cooperative and competitive stuff under it.
It depends on what
based on the nature of your relationship on your roll.
Yeah, in the book it says yeah, you do have to roll based on what you're trying to do. So if you're going to help me boost my mystical, you would have to roll a plus mystical roll.
Okay.
They did not describe that super great in the PDF.
Yeah, the problem is like the basic move section is usually assuming that you know the book pretty well. Like it's the same with Monster of the Week. Like it took us like 3 or 4 runs in Monster of the Week to actually learn how to play it.
You also get
Oh.
That was a whole bunch of garbled.
Well, freak.
20 loves rolling those ones.
Yep. Does this mean someone gets experience?
Yes, she does get experience. She gets 1 experience, and also, okay, we had a cooperative relationship, right?
Yeah.
Your actions put both of you in danger. You lose 1 from your power pool, and we don't have any power right now, so it doesn't matter. But our relationship breaks.
Wow, this is really anticlimactic because nothing's really going on.
So before anything happens, I guess we just get annoyed at each other as we're trying. Like, it's like, no, I want to go this way, and you're like, go it that way.
I think Vivian, you get 1 plus 1 because she did help you to your power pool. But if Ren had any power, she would have lost it.
Okay. Well, fuck. I was like, oh yeah, we can use more of the stuff, and then like I suggest something, we all fucks us over.
Okay, so you don't get a +1 to whatever you roll for your mystical. So you just go ahead and roll.
And now we're both put in danger, which is my bad.
Someone noticed us snooping, maybe.
So she rolled to help, didn't help. Okay, okay. You did good though.
I got a 12 though, so that gives me. I should have just rolled that. We would have preserved our relationship.
Let's just say you're just irritated with each other right now.
Okay. Okay, so we have 3.
What was that you echoed?
Okay, so on a 10 plus, I hold 3, and on a 12 plus, ask the GM any question not on the list.
Okay, is that
So I can ask 3 questions, and I can choose if one of those questions is from like just a question that I might have.
okay? And this is under your archetype.
This is the Glimpse the Truth.
Okay.
Basic move.
Okay.
But I do like, because I'm a goth kid, I see the darker. I don't know. Like, it says it exposes something dark about whatever I'm peering into. Because it has to. It's a goth kid. Okay. My first question is, who is in control here? As I look around and try and like scan out all the carnies and everything.
Okay. Who's in control here?
Now, I will say you don't have to give me everything. Like the questions in Powered by Apocalypse. I'm sorry for backseat DMing, by the way. It is a conditional thing. I can ask something, and if it's not immediately obvious, you don't have to like make it obvious for me.
Okay. You don't know who is in control. That's just not obvious to you. There's no way for it to be. You do know that something does feel dark about this place, and not just that the sun's going down. There's something that you can't put your finger on that just has a darkness to it.
Okay. What here is not what it appears to be, or where are they trying to hide? So I assume like I'm just like looking under tents and just trying to sneak around and like.
You notice that there's not actually, you can't see a lot in the tents that you're going there. Are you going like around the main tent, or are you just looking around wherever?
I'm mostly just looking around, seeing, just trying to see if anything is out of the ordinary, basically.
You notice that there are a lot of people in the first 2 areas. Even though there's no shows going on yet, it does kind of draw your attention that there's not a lot of activity going on towards the main tent. You'd think you'd hear, commotion of something getting ready to start, people practicing, noise, animals. But really, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on back there. Now, it is roped off at the moment. Like the entrance, like it's kind of a pathway that leads to the back, and it is roped off. So you really wouldn't be able to get back there right now without being noticed. What's your third question?
And it's going to be off the books. Do I see any clowns anywhere?
No, you don't see any clowns, but you do see more people that look similar to the guy that was taking money at the front gate. They don't look exactly alike, but they're tall and they're gaunt and they just look kind of weird. And you don't know why.
They look like different people, but they all have a very similar and unsettling motif.
I mean, they all appear male. They all have the same motif. They might have, one might be a little taller, one might they wear different clothes, but it's just sort of several ghoulish looking people. And they're not everywhere, but you see them every once in a while hauling boxes or maybe running a ride or a game every once in a while, but it's not the only people you see working there.
Okay, I'm gonna reconvene with the group then.
Okay, why don't we go to now? Who went where again? Remind me. I know that Dartisha and Boomer, and I believe Tsukiko all went to get food. So
Yeah.
Paloma and Rin, you were going to go to the games or the rides? And Juniper.
I think Ren was with. Hey,
Yeah,
Vincent. Hey, I think Ren went with Vivian. Hey,
Yeah, I'm with
bud.
Vivian, and I was also do some investigating if
So
I still was able to.
So it's Paloma and Juniper. Where did you guys go?
Paloma, where did you end up? Because I feel like Juniper would probably follow after you.
Paloma.
So sorry, say that again.
I asked where you would have ended up because I think Juniper would have followed after you.
Yes, I was going to head towards the games, but I know there was like a crew that was going to head in that area too, because I think DM aren't the games and the food kind of in the same area.
Yeah, they're not like on top of each other.
Right.
When you look to the right, what you really catches your eye is the midway, basically, of all the games and everything. But dotted around, it's like going, like I said, going to the county fair. It looks like a bunch of stalls and almost RV looking things selling food.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of figured she would follow like with the crew going to eat, but mostly just tagging along behind and keeping an eye out. And then if she saw like, a quick stand of fair food that she wanted, she might grab it. But her big thing was looking for something kind of skill based and game based for fun. And who was it that might be tagging along with me on that?
Juniper.
Juniper. Oh yeah.
Okay. Roll me a d6.
Just a straight d6.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you're looking for skill base. So I'd say that there are about 3 different kinds of games. There's the normal basketball shooting kind of game where you try and shoot a hoop, win a prize. There is a balloon dart throwing game. And then there is also a ring toss game.
Ooh, okay. She's gonna look at Juniper. What do you think? I don't really have any preference for any of them. They look kind of fun. You want to try to play something with me?
Sure. I feel like you'd be really good at the ring toss.
Let's try it.
All right, you go to the ring toss. And it's a short, kind of squat looking guy that's working this booth. Ladies, you want to try your hand?
Sure do.
He says, all right. And he kind of looks, sees that you have a stamp. All right, first game is free. After that, it's $1 a shot. So he will hand you 4 rings. And it's kind of like a milk bottle ring toss game. You can see there are different levels of height, and the higher they're different colors, and depending on what color you get a prize. So why don't you roll me?
Do you think we can do this together on this one? Because if it's competitive, she and I both will get a plus. Well, depending on how we roll, it's you and your target.
Yeah, if you want to. So
What do you think, Juniper? Do you want to do that too?
So Juniper wants to be helping Paloma. So Paloma, you will get a PowerPoint.
Or do we both want to do it at the same time so it's truly competitive? Because if it's competitive, it's you and your target. So if we both are rolling and trying, we both can try?
Sure. I will allow that. So roll plus. What are you rolling plus?
Is it just 2d6 plus the physical?
I got your back. Yeah, let's go ahead and do physical. So 2d6 plus your physical.
Because I don't think there's really like a dex type thing.
No, it's physical, emotional, mental, or mystical, and I
Yeah.
don't
So I
think
guess
that any
physical
of
is kind of both strong and finesse.
Yeah. So go ahead and do that.
And then we also get to add a 1. Well, no, that depends. That depends, I think.
So I rolled a 5.
I did too. Yay!
And what's your physical score?
I
rolled-
already factored
rolled-
mine in.
Yeah, I rolled with mine. Mine's a -1.
Oh,
Ah.
I did a 1d6. Hang on. That's part of my problem. So that's another 3 on top of that, which,
5, 6, 7, 8. So Paloma did passable. See, target gets a +1 to their next roll, but you get a -1 to your next persona roll. It is under competitive. So you helping Juniper gives her a +1 to her next roll, but you get a -1 if you do a persona roll.
Okay.
As her target, you lose that PowerPoint I just gave you. And it says your relationship breaks. But again, it'll be more like Paloma's like, how can you not throw this? It's right there. How do you not see this? We're both more annoyed than I hate you now.
So specifically with Juniper, her thing where she was wanting to bolster Juniper. So can Paloma now feel like she wasn't helpful enough, so now she's a little more timid about actually wanting to try to help Juniper in the future? So it's more of like the relationship breaks, but not because she's mad at Juniper, but more she feels like, oh, I'm not really helping her. Oh, okay, I'm not doing that great.
You tried to give me a pep talk, but it just made me more nervous.
Yes, exactly.
We can go with that. I think that fits well with your character. So we can
I don't think mean to her for not getting it. If anything, I would feel like it was my fault that I screwed her up or something.
Yeah, I think that works perfectly with how your character is. So we can do that.
Miro, you don't have to be so mean. I'm sorry that I'm not a good coach.
So with your rolls on that, I would say that with that roll also, Juniper, you totally missed. You didn't get any of them. Paloma, you made it onto 2 second tier rings, so you get a second tier prize. And he hands you just this cheap stuffed rabbit.
As long as it's not the Playboy bunny like so many of the fairs in Mississippi had, I'm fine with that.
No,
good Lord, everywhere.
It's just a cheap stuff, kind of off purple rabbit. Its eyes are a little wonky.
She's gonna think about giving it to Juniper for a second, and then realize that would just probably be super insulting. So she's just gonna hold on to it.
Give it to Caroline.
You're just like, oh man, I really wanted that rabbit.
Hence the relationship breaking even worse.
It's
just that whole
like, no.
Yep, it's that whole exchange that breaks it.
Yeah, I feel like the whole relationship breaking mechanic for the help someone out is kind of harsh.
I thought that too. Yeah. It's a little harsh, but
how do you get it back then is the question.
Too.
I would just say it's like, we're agitated, get a little bit snippy with
maybe
each other.
I think maybe if it were a more serious scenario, like you helping them would save the world and you fucked it up and now everybody's dead, that would probably be more of a broken relationship. I think in a more simple scenario like this, it's kind of like, oh man,
it's not
just like a temporary thing.
It's not a congratulations, Shinji.
Oh,
especially
God.
if we're going to be rolling 5s this much.
Yeah, y'all have been rolling a lot of 5s.
Enjoyed 20 and its death rolls.
I did a test roll before this game and rolled like double 6s, and I was like, I just know it's going to be bad now.
Yep. You heard it here, folks. It's Topher's fault. He ruined the rolls. He jinxed us.
I'm playing the witch, and I put a hex on everyone and their rolls.
God, Chris.
I rolled like double 1s the students you told us to, and I was like, oh, okay, well, here we go.
Ricketts the rabbit. Why you no share Ricketts the rabbit?
Then Tsukiko posts up, you didn't win the fight, you don't get to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I think Ren was looking around with me. I think she wanted to also.
Okay, we can jump back to y'all real quick, and then we can jump back. So, what did you want to do, Ren?
I was also gonna try and glimpse the truth and just be looking around. I mean, I guess would that be glimpse the truth? I basically just want to be investigating around.
Yeah, you just you could do that, or there's also be vigilant. I don't know if those are questions you'd want to have answered or not. Probably maybe not at this point.
Yeah, be vigilant's more like if we're actually in a tense situation.
Yeah. If you want to go ahead, just roll plus mental.
I haven't noticed.
Ah.
Sorry.
Sorry, it's just reverb. If you want to do glimpse of truth, you can roll plus mental unless you have something that replaces that for glimpse of truth.
That is a 9.
Oh, that's good.
Enough. So you get one question.
Let's see. What did you end up asking, Vivian?
I asked. I forgot I was on push to talk, and I'm like sitting here talking. I asked, "What is here that not what it appears to be, and who is in control here?" And basically, I couldn't discern who was in control here, but I noticed that there's some odd patterns in how people are congregating around the circus, and I also was able to find more of the weird people.
Yeah, I was thinking, what new and useful information can I gather?
I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of what's new and useful that Vivian didn't already kind of notice.
Or I could ask what's about to happen or what's the most dangerous thing here. So if one of those works better for you, go with that.
It's whichever one you want. If you'd rather go with one of the other two, I'll let you change it. If not, I can think of something for the one you did ask.
I'll just stick with what I have then.
I'm trying to think something that'd be useful to you.
Yeah, again, if it's not like things are conditional, so you don't have to like if there is something she can discern, like that's fine, but it's also fine if it's like, oh well, you really didn't get anything, because it's based on the idea that like even a negative is a positive in the sense that you're discerning something that you didn't know before, or you're ruling something out.
Okay. I will say that on the rope that is blocking the way to the main tent, there is a little sign that it's kind of, you can tell it's been there a while. It's a paper sign. It does say that main show begins at 7:30. So that's something new you found out. This area should be open around 7:30.
Okay.
So we will jump back over to the group getting food.
Okay.
Boomer, you're sure there are no clowns this way, right?
I think Boomer might have stepped away to check on the child.
I mean, clowns have nothing to do with food. unless they're running away from oranges. As I hold up a orange.
You hear a mysterious honking behind you. Not really.
Hi, kids.
Oh God.
No. Who said that?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure there's no clowns in the food section, and even if there were, I'm pretty sure they're more content to eat than try and come anywhere near you. I promise.
Okay.
So what is it you're looking for, Dartisha?
It's a very good question. What are you looking for? I mean, you got chocolates earlier today. I mean, with fair food. Oh, are you? I heard about something that you guys do here. It's called funnel cake. Are you looking for that? I'd love to try some.
So let's see. We can try funnel food, funnel cake, kettle corn. We can see what else they have. Nothing super fried though. I don't feel like making a mess of my kitchen with Boomer in there if he decides to not put on a shirt again. So I don't want a repeat of grease burns from last time.
I didn't get grease burns. I greased myself so it wouldn't happen. The flour didn't stick, and I was wearing the apron and the pasties you gave me. They look like Longhorns. I still got them.
What?
Yeah, but you were still supposed to put on a shirt. The pasties are still there, but you're still supposed to wear a shirt, or it's still going to hurt.
Isn't that what the apron's for?
The apron called it. I don't see what the problem is. This got you views.
It did, but it also got me a letter from a couple of people in upper management that said that they weren't really into the whole, exposed chest. I don't want to break TOS again.
That's fine. Look, I got the shirt on now.
Fair. So she pulls out her phone and a selfie stick, and she puts the phone on the selfie stick all set up and stuff, and she starts filming around, and she's like, okay, so we need to find at least 2-3 places maybe that'll sell the funnel cake and stuff. Funnel cake, kettle corn, and I don't know what else should we try and look for.
Either corn dogs or let's see if they got fried ice cream.
Fried ice cream it is. Hey, Tsukiko, have you ever actually had fried ice cream?
No. Usually the festivals where I'm from, we have what I guess what you would call corn on the cob. It's very delicious.
Great. Then we can blow your mind here. And
they
then
put an ear of corn on a stick, and it's very delicious. Of course, we have other things like a waffle, and they put honey and like whipped cream on one side and honey on the other, and they fold it together. Oh. Do y'all have anything like that?
Yes, we can absolutely find all of these things, and I can make it better at home.
She does make a better Belgian waffle than almost everywhere. I would like to try to take a look around, and I can't have the basic moves open, but I think that is a mental that I got to roll.
Glimpse the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's plus your mental.
Ooh, that's a 5. That is a 6 minus 1. Let me mark that XP.
Yep, you get. Oh, anyone that's failed a roll gets an XP. I'm sorry, I forgot.
You uncover a dark truth about yourself, the situation, or another character.
That's a little serious for what we're doing right now. We'll just go with the XP.
If it was a dark secret, I guess we're
doing some pretty mundane stuff right now. So some of this is a little bit okay. I don't think we need to go that serious.
Suddenly, Boomer has an existential crisis right there.
Dark secret with Boomer, he loves to cover himself in whipped cream.
No, we're not getting that weird. We're not.
I don't feel like that's a dark revelation. If anything, I feel like that's been a video.
The dark revelation is a clown suddenly appears.
No, the dark revelation is Boomer all of a sudden looks over. Man, I don't even think I like carnival food. I'm about to have to eat it. I'm about to have to eat it for camera, all attractive like, and I don't actually like carnival food. This is gonna be hard.
All right. So what are you looking for first? What kind of food do you want to look for first?
The kettle corn.
Kettle corn? Okay, roll me a d6.
Right?
I think she said just one.
Yeah, just one.
I got a 1.
You do find kettle corn. There only seems to be one around here. So this is your only option for it. So you go up and it's run by one of the tall, kind of sallow, lanky looking guys like at the front. And it's not completely abysmal looking, but the pot they're making it in, you can tell is a little worse for the wear, and not in the good, oh, there's flavor in that kind of way. It's more in the there might have been tetanus in there at some point kind of way. So it's up to you. Do you want to buy this kettle corn or do you not want to buy this kettle corn?
I don't think we want this kettle corn, Dartisha.
I'm not putting that anywhere near my mouth.
Fair enough. The guy kind of looks at you, shrugs, and goes back to stirring the kettle corn that you can tell should have been taken out about 5 minutes ago. But
I'm filming all of this too, so like I'm kind of I have the camera on the stick, and I'm just like, oh no.
Great content.
Great content.
I think that's gonna make you sick if you eat that. Like, I know bad food, but wow.
Yeah, this is not. It's not even a kettle. This is probably something they boiled bad crawfish in at some point. It's just not fun.
Boomer's gonna look at the little guy. So, sir.
This is a big guy.
Oh, big guy. Boomer will look up. Sir, we had some friends that came here the other day, and they complained about being rather drained afterwards. Might that perhaps be from what you were serving here out of that rusty bowl? I mean, I'm just trying to find out. That way, I mean, repeat customers aren't sick. You know, they're happy to come back. You know, they don't have to go get shots in their tummy for rust and, you know, every other itis that you could get.
He just keeps stirring with this kind of gnarly looking paddle and looks up at you. I just stir the corn.
Oh, come on! Somebody's got to tell you who's your boss that tells you how to make this stuff. I mean, this is both a OSHA and a health code violation, and I'm going to try to convince him to tell me who his boss is.
Oh my god,
that's impressive.
Boomer has now officially been renamed to Karen. I repeat, Boomer is now Karen.
I'm surprised someone didn't just go "Okay, Boomer" to me with this.
Oh.
So I think that's an emotional.
I've been waiting for the right moment, and I wasn't there to do it.
Okay, I think this is emotional.
To charm certain court, it's plus emotional yet.
That's a 9.
Damn, plus what?
It's a 9 plus 0.
How do you have a plus 0? You have +1 to everything.
I thought I had a +1 to physical, a 0 to emotional, a 0 to magical, -1 to mental, and a 2.
No, everything you don't have a plus or a -2 is just a +1.
Oh, well then that's a 10. I didn't realize that.
We did this together.
How
did you do that?
My character sheet didn't open anymore, so I just wrote down what I thought it was on a notepad.
No, it's a +1.
It's because you rolled a 5 on let's do this together.
Yeah.
Character creation sheet 5.
So what are you asking him?
Who his boss is, so that's a 10.
He's all right. +10. They do what you ask. If the ask is too great, they will tell you what it would take for them to do it. He points up at the bags that are hanging above him of already made kettle corn. Gotta buy.
Boomer will slap money down and grab the bag.
Boomer, oh my god, no.
Boss is boss. Boss is around working. Goes back to stirring.
I don't like him.
Does he look exactly like the other dude from the front gate?
Not exactly. This guy he actually has strangely a hairnet on, but doesn't seem to have a lot of hair. So the same kind of build, but even though the features are still really gaunt, they look slightly different. None of them look exactly the same. They just all similarly look just kind of off.
Boomer? Why? Look, we need information, but that is not the way to get it. Ew, put that away.
Oh no. This is now a weapon. You see how nasty this is? This is a weapon. Also, I'm trying to figure out who's in charge, because obviously this dude and Gate Dude are like family of some sort that doesn't, the family tree don't fork. So somebody's got to be in charge here. Somebody's got to understand that this ain't right.
He's just, the guy behind it is just like, you watch him just kind of staring at you, and then he shoves a handful of the kettle corn in his mouth and just chews it while staring at you. He's basically waiting for you to leave.
Let's back away slowly.
No.
Back away slowly. I think his vision might be based on movement.
Once you get far enough away, he goes back to what he was doing.
Okay, this place is weird. This place is super weird.
Absolutely weird. I
Carnival.
See, this is way worse than clowns. Just weird, creepy old men.
Yeah, also this, and holds up the bag of like what I'm assuming is rusty kettle corn.
It just looks, if you didn't know it was supposed to be kettle corn, you'd think it was caramel corn.
How is bad food supposed to be worse than clowns?
Because the real villain is capitalism.
Because this clowns will just scare you for a minute. This will give you the swirlies all night.
Okay, I will say for time's sake, we're gonna go back to Paloma and Juniper, and then we'll come back to you guys to find one more food. Okay.
All right.
So we'll have gone to every group twice in that case, because both Vivian and Rin were checking things out. So, all right, Paloma and Juniper, what do you guys want to do now?
Cry.
I mean, there's still the game. There's still more games, but there is also the ride section. If you want to go meet up with the rest of the group, it's whatever you guys want to do.
What do you think, Juniper?
I kind of want to check out the animals if we can find their enclosures. I just want to make sure that they're being well taken care of.
Yeah, I think we could do that. We'll see if they have any here.
I'm sorry, Hugh was talking to me. What'd you guys say? I apologize.
You go look for the animal enclosures to make sure they're being well taken care of.
Okay. You don't know where they are, but you can start heading back. You can start heading where you think they'd be. I mean, you figure that it's near the main tent at the back.
Okie dokie.
So, do you want to head over to where Vivian and Rin are, or do you want to go somewhere different?
What do you think, Paloma?
Are there any like big top tents that look like would be like where they would have animals for shows and things like that? Like somewhere
There's the one really big top tent, and there are a couple smaller ones around it, but you figure that one is where the main event is going to take place whenever they have a show.
Do you want to try to maybe walk around the smaller tents there and kind of keep an eye out to see if we can see or hear any animals in that general direction?
Sure.
Okay, so you guys are kind of you guys probably are heading more around the edge of rather than the main thoroughfare that Ren and Vivian were on then.
Yeah, probably not like straight up to the big tent, but like maybe to like the nearest small tent so we can kind of wrap around behind them and look, I guess.
Okay, you do notice that a lot of areas that would let you back further into near the big top are blocked off, kind of like it was there, if not by rope, then by boxes or even tarps that are hung up between tents. But there are a couple tents that do jut out from inside this kind of enclosed space. So if you want to look around, I guess that would be what would that be? I guess that would be a mental roll, I suppose, to just kind of do a perception check.
Yeah, I guess so. Just a straight mental roll.
Yeah, and you both can do one. Go ahead.
No.
I guess take
Why are you rolling so awfully?
experience taken. Okay,
Oof.
6.
How do I do experience again? Do I just add a like one, or how does that
Yeah,
work?
you just add one.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not super familiar with the monster of the week.
Yeah,
So.
I am learning as well. So a 6 is also a failure.
I'm changing my dice color.
Wait, did you add your plus, Emily? Your plus mental?
I don't have a plus in mental.
So you're +0 in mental?
You would have at least a +1.
So 7? Does that help?
That would barely make it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a mix.
So
what is your negative? What is your negative in, Emily?
I have a -1 to physical and a +2 to emotional.
Okay, yeah. So all the others have +1s.
if there's no 0, it's +1 or plus. It's either a plus or a minus. So let's see.
I think 0 if we bring our -1 up.
Actually,
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, Topher would be more knowledgeable about that than me.
Alrighty.
With a 7, you kind of try to lift the flaps of a couple of the tents, and they're staked down pretty hard. You can't really get underneath it. You'd pretty much have to tear into one to get into it from here, because all the flaps going in are from the inside enclosed space out. So, but you do notice, again, what Vivian did is that you don't really hear any animals. You'd think that you'd hear roars or something, knowing it's a circus, but maybe they're a humane circus. Maybe they don't actually have live animals, but if they do, you don't hear them. So that is your guys' second go. So we will go back to Dartisha and Boomer and Tsukiko. So what is the other food that you want to find?
We're going to go find that fried ice cream.
Okay.
Although my expectations are sliding very quickly.
Roll me d6.
Sorry, I'm back. The child was calling me.
Is he good?
He's good. I had to beat a level for him.
At least he's trying to play on his own.
Aww.
He's got Yoshi's what's it called?
Like Craft Tale or something like that.
Crafted World. Yoshi's Crafted World. It's a cute little game. Okay. The 5. You do find a fried ice cream vendor, and it's not run by one of the weird looking guys.
God.
I'm just gonna stick with your 5.
Step away for a moment. Is it back to the food group?
Yeah, it's back to the food group.
Whoa, okay. I don't know why it rolled twice, but
We'll go with your 5. It's a better outcome for you.
Yeah.
So
Well, it
you
looks
do-
like those are both just 1d6s, so don't you add those?
No, I told her just to roll a d6.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, just for this, I just rolling a d6. But so you do find one, and it's not one of the gaunt, strange-looking guys. It looks like a food truck that got brought in from outside of the circus. And actually, Dartisha, you would know about this place. You follow them on Instagram. They don't operate in Fairdale, but they are a town or two over and tend to stay in that area. So you don't know them, but you know of them. So you follow them and know that they make pretty good stuff.
yes. Okay. Perfect. We have good food. Dartisha runs up to the is there anybody in line? Because she's running.
Someone just got out of line. There is no line currently.
Yes. Okay. She runs straight up to the counter and she's got her phone out and everything. And she's like, "Hi there. My name's Dartisha. I'm Darty on basically everything. And I run a super popular Instagram and everything. And I was wondering if you would mind if we did a review of your food. I'll be paying, of course, and everything. But
And you see a guy kind of poke his head up over and look down. Oh yeah, hey, you follow us on Instagram, don't you?
yeah, I do.
Yeah. You did Violet Sky's macarons a couple weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah, they were so good.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, sure, no problem. We don't mind.
Awesome.
What you
Thank
want?
you. Let's see. Let me get and she's got like, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks on her or something. She saves up money so she can eat.
Isn't that the only reason you take money somewhere like this to eat?
Yes.
It's
Always.
the only reason I do. Sorry, what was that?
She takes money everywhere, specifically only to eat.
Oh, that's me.
So, let's see. Let me get let me get 3 of your most popular and let me get something basic. Let me get say a fried chocolate, fried vanilla, 3 of each please too.
All right, we can do that. So he starts making her food. He's got fried ice cream. They've got like churros and a couple other things. But as he's making it, you hear him talking to you from inside. He goes, "I didn't realize you were here in Fairdale. Didn't know you were so close by."
Oh yeah, born and raised here.
Yeah, I'm from Tuckersville, a couple cities away. That's why we operate over there. Don't get over here very much. You guys don't have a whole lot that goes on around here sometimes. But this thing just kind of popped up out of nowhere.
I would
Yeah,
say
there's a lot that goes on sometimes, but
I would say Boomer's probably made it over to the frozen ice cream wagon, bringing Tsukiko along, so there is no fear of clowns attacking her alone.
At this point, with Boomer so close by, Tsukiko is looking for something in particular. One of a typical fair dish from where she's from called Dragon's Beard. Do you
Oh,
want
that candy?
Not so much candy, but more akin to like a Reese's Pieces, but instead of chocolate, it's honey.
Okay. Roll me a d6.
1d6 or 2d6?
One, just one.